Yo, what's up guys? You're back with your man TechNick, your go-to guy for videos on the latest tech. Now today, it's kind of about the latest tech. We have the OnePlus 7 Pro over here, which yes, may be a little bit outdated at the time being, but it is still one of the best phones around in 2019. Now, if you do indeed have one of these guys, you're probably gonna wanna get a case. Now, the good thing for you guys is this video is about RhinoShield. RhinoShield is a very, very good smartphone cover company, and they're very well known around the world for their 11 feet drop distance, aka 3.5 meter drop distance with no damage to your phone whatsoever. They have done multiple tests on it, and they have picked up that that is the maximum drop it can handle with this case on. And I mean, unless you guys are throwing your phone off of 1 to 2 story buildings, I'm pretty sure you're going to be okay with one of these cases. They're really not badly priced at $30 for the SolidSuit case, which is one of these, or $25 for the bumper case, which is one of these. I have 3 cases over here sent to me from RhinoShield, which I'll test out specifically for the OnePlus 7 Pro. I have indeed had 2 in the past, which were pre-production units, and these are now the official cases. So I will be comparing them slightly to those as well to see how RhinoShield have upped their game slightly. But these covers are really awesome, guys. If you have yet to see my previous video where I did based on 3 phones, the Huawei P30 Pro, the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, and the OnePlus 7 Pro, make sure you guys check that out after this video in case you have one of those phones and you want to see more on the RhinoShield covers for those. But nevertheless, this is for the OnePlus 7 Pro, and I'm really excited to open up these cases and test them out. So without further ado, guys, this is TechNick, and let's go! Okay guys, so here is my wonderful OnePlus 7 Pro in blue here, and it is looking really nice and naked at the moment. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that with a SolidSuit case from RhinoShield. Now the first thing that you'll notice at the back over here, it talks about premium finish, durable material, raised lip covers, all around, so the front and the back, so that you can put your phone face downwards and it is protected. The screen is protected there. It has a nice snug fit. It is only just 3mm thin and 30 grams light, which is really, really good to see. And it also likes the environment. So that is always good to see and good to welcome over here. As you guys can see in the front, we have an 11 plus feet drop distance, as well as 3.5 meters, depending on where you're from. And it is military grade strong as well. So here is indeed the carbon fiber version over here. Now I'm going to go ahead and peel this off. Now this is not a pre-production unit, guys. This is the final unit that you would get if you were to buy it for $29.99 US. So this is it over here, and the mesh has definitely improved a lot. Here is a pre-production unit of the plain black, guys, and you can see that the mesh was not finished on the inside properly. It was a bit shiny, so they've added the matte polish there. It does feel a bit nice and softer, which is much better to see. Things around the side, it feels a little bit more flexible, which is nice. Your phone should be able to sit in it a little bit easier. If you take a look around the side, I did have a little bit of an issue with the power button, so I'm gonna have to see how that goes, but everything looks relatively similar. You could see that they've dropped the lip in the new one over here, over there by the camera, so that the camera can come out and nothing is in front of it. Over here they had quite a heavy lip in front of that part of the camera for the pop-up selfie cam. And then yeah, everything else looks pretty similar. We're gonna have to see how clicky those buttons are once we get the phone in. So I'm gonna throw that to the side and we're gonna focus on the final unit here. So we're gonna go ahead, I like to pop my phone. Make sure that if you guys do have a OnePlus 7 Pro, make sure the slider is up and the slider is up on your device as well before you pop it in. And then pop your phone in from the top. It is always easier to pop in that way. Get it in there, and then let's have a look here. Let's try the mute button. Silent, vibrate, ring, vibrate, silent. Okay, it seems to be working really well, guys. They do have this little lip over here. If you guys didn't see my last video, I said it might chafe your pocket a little bit. It might be a little bit sore on your finger, but it really is easy to find as opposed to the power button key over there. So it's really simple to find and grab and quickly change there. Okay, so now moving along, let's test out the power button. The power button works really nice and well there, guys. It is very, very clicky. It did not work in my pre-production unit. It was giving a lot of issues, so it's really good to see that RhinoShield have indeed gone ahead and fixed this issue over here. You can also see with the camera over there, guys, that it is coming out and it has no obstructions in the way of it. So we're gonna go ahead and just quickly test out the camera app and flick to photo over here, and you guys can see that there is nothing underneath it over there. You can see my finger. If I go below it, you guys can see that nothing is obstructing the lens there whatsoever. So that's really good to see as well there, guys, which is really cool. Okay, now talking about the volume rockers over here, you can see that volume is going up fine and it is going down fine as well. Everything seems good in that department, so the cutout there is good. We have the cutouts over here, all nifty. At the bottom here with your Type-C port with ample room for any kind of port there. You can see there's just a ginormous amount of space there, as well as a nice empty open space for your speaker at the bottom there too. What I do like is the lip that comes around the front, so if you do put it on a surface over there, nothing will touch the front of the screen, as you guys can see there. That's really nice to see. And they have also made the edges go with the rounded curves of the OnePlus 7 Pro so that nothing gets obstructed when your finger does slide to the side. It doesn't feel like it's chafing off. It actually feels like it's moving nice and smooth around the phone, which is also really good to see. I really like the look of this carbon fiber finish, and like I said in my previous video, I really like the feel of it. It is nice and grippy. It's really cool to hold, and you can notice a difference between this and just a rubbery cover. And I like the way the blue shoots through there as well. It looks really neat how they didn't just pop a hole there for the flash, and they've made it all one with the camera. And I really like how the black kind of goes into a side black here, and it almost feels like leathery on the sides here. It feels really nice and premium, and I'm really digging this case, guys. It looks really, really cool. So now we're going to go on to the second SolidSuit case of the bunch, and that is going to just be the plain black one, guys. So we're going to go ahead and take this case off. Once again, take it off from the bottom. Do yourself a favor. Wow, it feels really nice. Even more grippy. I would say even more grippy than this. A lot more grippy, actually. And I said that this was quite good to hold. So everything else is pretty similar here, guys. You can see the soft mesh in there. And just to compare it for you guys for the pre-production unit over there, you guys can see they are relatively similar, though you can see that this has been slightly modified. I mean, you have to have a fine eye to see that. Once again, the mesh is nice and soft there too. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pop the OnePlus in from the top again. And there we go, guys. You can see that we have our mute button working perfectly fine there. And you guys can see that the camera is working nice and neat there as well. And we have the lock button, which is working well too. And then the volume rocker that we have on the side here is perfectly great as well. It feels very, very solid in the hand, guys. It doesn't feel too bulky either. It is nice and slim, like it says 3 millimeters thick with only 30 grams of weight to it. I like this black. It looks a lot neater than the carbon fiber. So if you want more of a neater look, definitely the plain black is the one to go for. Just to let you guys know, with the plain versions like this, you cannot get it in white because of the color schemes of the OnePlus 7 Pro, but you can put in white text on the back, so you can personalize that for a little bit of an extra cost, and they will do it for you, which is really cool. I hope to be getting one of those really soon, so I can show you guys how they do work with their text designs there. Okay, guys, now we're going to move on to the last case, and the last case of the bunch is going to be a CrashGuard case. Now, the CrashGuard case is what RhinoShield call it, but it is indeed a bumper case. So we have pretty much the same of everything at the back here, and we also have that 11 feet impact there with military grade standard. It is honestly a SolidSuit case without the back. The sides are identical. If you guys take a look over here, the bottom is identical, the top is identical, everything about it is the same. It just doesn't have that back piece, so it makes it a little bit slimmer. So we're gonna go ahead here and pop this right in as we did before. It's a little bit harder to put in, but there it is, guys. Wow, look at that. That looks absolutely epic, guys. It looks like a whole different design language of the phone. It's like a border around what is OnePlus 7 Pro. It looks really epic, looks really cool from the front as well, and it feels really good. It doesn't feel out of place, it feels natural with the phone, as if this is how the phone actually came. You won't have any overheating because there's no back piece there, and provided you don't drop your phone on a corner, or on a corner on the front or back, as long as it hits the sides over here, you are protected 3.5 meters down, which is really epic to see, guys. So just touching on these little buttons again, we have the vibrate, silent, and ring switch over here working perfectly fine, as you guys can see. We have the lock button working nice and neat as well. And then once we go into it, you guys can see that the volume rocker is just as great too. This seems like my favorite cover of the bunch, guys, and honestly this makes me want to jump back onto the OnePlus 7 Pro because it looks just so sexy with this cover. It looks really great. I'm currently on the Samsung Galaxy S10 5G and I'm really enjoying it, but I really do like the OnePlus 7 Pro, and this cover really does highlight its true beauty. So there you guys have it, the new RhinoShield SolidSuit and CrashGuard bumper cases for the OnePlus 7 Pro. I think it looks absolutely stunning, especially this CrashGuard case over here, guys, with an 11 feet drop impact / 3.5 meter drop distance to absorb all of the impact with no backing. Looks absolutely stunning, and you have the protection as well. It is nice and slim and it feels really great in the hand. We have these two solid suits as well, and you can customize the plain black one. I do like the carbon fiber look to it, though I do feel that the plain black is a little bit more grippy in the hand. Though just bear in mind that you can only put a design on the plain black, which will cost you just a little bit extra. The CrashGuard case is the cheapest at $25 as opposed to the others $30 price tag, though you can treat yourself to a 10% discount using the code at the bottom in my description right after this video to go buy yourself a brand new cover for your OnePlus 7 Pro or any other OnePlus device or Samsung device or Huawei device from RhinoShield's website. Get all of that information down below. Make sure you guys hit like and subscribe for more content just like this. I hope that you guys enjoyed the unboxing of these 3 wonderful cases for the OnePlus 7 Pro, and until next time, guys, this is TechNick.